From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now Webb. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. And you look at the Saints defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Here's Battle. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 2. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Off play action, it's Webb. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at the Saints defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Webb. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like they're driving the makings of something good. They were starting to get a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Here's Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Webb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw, Webb. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Webb now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there. It's a 11th touchdown there. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going to give it to Battle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Webb now from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers use... to their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Webb to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. A final shot before break. Webb. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now this is Battle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. Oh, he bowls over it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, we get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Battle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Webb. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, Gardner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Next to score, Saints 28, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's completed right side to Palmer. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Battle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Going deep for Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Webb. Will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And my goodness, another interception. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got it not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Battle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. And now here's another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend, and he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Webb. Finding Walker, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's Webb. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And they're going to lead to a 3rd and long.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now here is another interception. And he'll take it across midfield, And down to the 48-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.